having tea with a giant Hello Kitty doll, then you're almost certainly in Japan. This is a place that specializes in obsessing over things and taking every want and need to their unnatural extreme. If you desire a refreshing drink, there's a vending machine that will evaluate your face and pick the perfect beverage. Or perhaps you prefer to imbibe while in the company of an ornamental owl.
Whoa! Oh,
Or to down a latte with a three-dimensional robot as garnish. That's a good robot. The Japanese, of course, also fetishize technology like no other culture. Japan's once glorious tech shine may have dulled with the decline of Sony and other empires. But without question, there's a new tech movement on the rise. I'm traveling from Tokyo to Osaka and Kyoto to meet the Japanese inventors bringing this new culture to life.
away we go!
Along the way, I'll meet an eccentric figure who wants to live to 144, hang with some robots that could kick my ass, and lose myself in this trippy wonderland. All on this episode of Hello World. Silicon Valley may be home to some of the biggest tech giants in the world, but it's being challenged like never before. Crazy tech geniuses have popped up all over the planet, making things that will blow your mind. My name is Ashley Vance. I'm an author and journalist, and I'm on a quest to find the most innovative tech creations and meet the beautiful freaks behind them. Hello, world. Where else would I begin my journey but in Tokyo? Millions of people make their way around the city in an orderly fashion, doing their best not to bother anyone. The hustle of modern life dominates the city. But it's at night that Tokyo really comes to life. Open a sliding door, and an explosion of people and food await inside. Or you might head here to the Robot Restaurant. As touristy and insane as all of this is, it actually gets to the heart of Japan's relationship with robots. The machines here come with stories and personality. They're good, they're bad, and sometimes they eat people. But far away from the fire-breathing dinosaurs and werewolf guitarists, researchers at a Tokyo museum have set up a workshop where they're looking to prove that robots can be imbued with life.
Hello, Ashley.
Eat your red pill and try to keep up. Professor Takashi Ikegami has helped create this thing, which looks like it comes straight from Ex Machina Central Casting. Through a series of sensors and artificial intelligence software, this android looks out into the world and reacts to what it sees. The android is in effect evolving based on what its AI software seems to like.
Basically, there are two different mechanisms. One is autonomous are rhythm generators.
Okay.
It's coupled with each other. Also, there's artificial neural networks spontaneously firing and sending signals to each other.
As someone approaches the android, the sensors detect the movement. And then the software kicks in to determine how the robot will move in response. But for the moment, it has a movement style that could be described as that really drunk guy at the party.
Okay, so in each one of these sensor boxes, right here,
Yes.
there's 2 cameras,
Yeah.
and this is measuring the
Measuring
distance.
the distance, yes.
So when I come closer or further away from the machine,
Then robot has to do something.
it has to react to that.
Yeah.
You guys will add more and more sensors
Yeah,
over time.
we can put like a temperature sensors, sound sensors, many other sensors.
Armed with more sensors, the robot can make more judgments about its environment and more nuanced reactions. Over time, the movements and gurgles change. The thinking is that the robot will eventually form its own personality and possibly even language.
What's the deal with the noise? Is it hungry?
This sound is designed by my student. And behavior is modifying those sounds. The sound is changing all the time. It's more like, a primitive language. That's, I think, the interesting part of it. Like our babies, we don't have to tell everything to the baby, but baby can learn unconsciously by interacting with people,
Just
interacting with the
watching the world.
environment, right? Once we have a bunch of lifelike systems around us, maybe our concept of what is life will be very much different. And then if we want to coexist with robots, then we maybe have to learn different languages, different way of thinking.
So that doesn't freak you out? You think that's a utopia?
I think it's much more ideal to me comparing with this, very violent world right now.
Well, thank you for letting me see your Android.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, he said something. I think he said he likes you.
One of Takashi's robot building colleagues works in Osaka, making some of the most lifelike androids ever built.
今日も東海道新幹線ご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。
So, I hopped on a bullet train to witness the demise of mankind firsthand. Even on a tame Tuesday night, Osaka lives up to its reputation as one of the most vibrant food capitals in all the world.
Wow.
Vendors making all manner of delicacies fill the streets in between high-rises. But the creation I'm after resides in a more sedate part of town. Meet Erica. She's the creation of Hiroshi Ishiguro, a professor at Osaka University's Intelligent Robotics Laboratory. Ishiguro has become famous for his pursuit of a lifelike android.
I think this is the most beautiful face in the world. She's cute, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
Our challenge is to install the intention and desire to this robot. So without the intention and desire, the Android cannot be emotional. And Android cannot understand other people's intention and desires, right?
What kind of desires does Erica have?
She wants to be well recognized because she's a kind of a receptionist of this laboratory.
Her job is to be a receptionist? That's the function?
Receptionist or secretary or something like that.
Do you mind walking me through some of the
Sure.
things she can do?
はじめまして、お名前は何と言うんですか？
石黒です。
石黒さん、こんにちは。私はずっとここにいるから大丈夫なんですけど。
わかりません。
今日は暇だったのでのんびり動画を見てたんです。
どうですか？もしもし。
はあ？私がロボットだからそうやってバカにしてるんですか？
バカにしてません。
もう話すのやめましょう。
マジか。なんでこんなに気が短いんだよ今日。
What happened?
She got angry.
She got angry?
Yeah,
What
but
did
I
she say?
say, I say that moshi 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 is a kind of
Hello.
joke, right?
So you always say moshi moshi if you're on the phone, right?
Right.
Right. So it was rude that it's
Yeah.
in person.
Yeah.
Erica listens through an array of microphones hidden in the flower pot.
Hello, 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 hello.
And relies on electronics and sensors for her movement, and AI software for her responses. Hiroshi thinks Erica lives up to the term Sonzaikan, which means she emits something akin to a human presence.
How do you think? She is like a human or just a wax model or?
So I get to see these robots all over the place. To me, it's one of the most lifelike I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
And Hiroshi has an interesting proposition for me that would test how close to human I think Erica really is.
You're gonna be a little bit nervous, right?
If I was gonna kiss this robot,
Yeah.
yes, I would be.
Yeah. So that is a sonzaikan.
Okay. Have you ever kissed Erica?
No.
No?
This is like Japan, right?
Yeah.
We are not, in United States, right? So Japanese never do that. My guess is that we're gonna have huge varieties for the robots. We have a huge variety for the car, right? Very cheap cars and economy car, right? But we also have Ferraris and a Porsche, and this is a kind of a Ferrari.
Up next, I head to Kyoto for a lesson in robotics history and to hang out with some other less terrifying robots that you might actually let near your children.